Hey guys, it's Tootsie and I'm back and I'm just busting out videos today. So if you see me wearing the same thing and like a lot of videos coming on, because I really got time today, so I'm just gonna be busting out these videos. So if I'm just wearing green, it's just I'm just filming a bunch of videos. Oh no, I need my notebook. It's underneath my laptop to hold it up right now. Hold it, put my phone underneath there. There we go. So I am doing, as you can probably tell by the title, the Beaty and Brains Tag. Now, I did write down these questions. I did give it a little bit of thought to these questions, but I didn't really, oh no, I didn't get my books because there's a question about books. Oh boy, cause okay, we'll just go with it. Okay, this is the Beaty and Brains Tag because I'm Beauty and I think I'm smart, so let's do it. Okay, favorite book. Now, probably my favorite books of all time. Like, there's like two, like, what's I could say three, because there's series. The Harry Potter series, obviously. I didn't read those like when they first came out because I was like in elementary school. And if any of you watched past videos of me, I talk about how I have some learning disabilities, so reading was hard for me, really hard for me at the time, so I couldn't read chapter books, but I read them when I got in high school, and I loved them. But I probably love the Hunger Games series, especially number 2, Catching Fire. It's just an amazing book. I don't care what anyone else says about it, how people don't like death and killing. To me, it's like, I don't like an enormous amount, but in the book it's the characters, the main characters are trying to build up this level of stopping it. They don't like it, but they're caught in it. So it's, if you know the Hunger Games series or heard about it, you know, it's just the Hunger Games. It's mainly about the Hunger Games. It's mainly about like America in the future, and our government system was no longer working, so they created 13 districts. And people weren't liking it. A war happened between the government, which is also known as the Capitol, and the districts, and literally the human race was almost killed off. And so then, the district surrendered and the Capitol took over, and so they decided to what they have called a Hunger Games every year, so that way people can be reminded of what happened in the past. That's why we learn history in the school, so history won't repeat itself. So that's why the Hunger Games happened, to remind. And like the government still does punishes, like we do now. If you commit a crime, you go to jail, or you go to prison depending on how bad your crime was. So the Capitol there has a little more strict and a little more violent, than what we are in society today. But that's what the Hunger Games was to kind of sacrifice, so that people can remember that this is the way the government's gonna work. We don't want to end up like we did last time, where we almost killed ourselves off. So instead of when the war ended, instead of punishing all the people that were against the Capitol, since there wasn't many human race left, they decided to let them live their lives kind of in freedom. I say in freedom in quotation marks. So that way, otherwise they would have killed themselves off if they punished people. And so the main characters, is Katniss Everdeen and Peeta Mellark, and there's Katniss' friend Gale. And Katniss and Peeta, they get chosen. What Katniss volunteers for her sister, because her sister gets chosen, but she volunteers to go because they choose one girl and one boy every year to go into Hunger Games. It's from every district, 2 from every district, a boy and a girl, to go fight in an arena. Now, majority of the districts don't like it. They don't like that they have to do this, and it only can be, but they do have an age limit for the people. It's between 12 and 18. That's when young men and women. Oh shoot, I'm getting a call, so hang on a second. Okay, I'm back. Back to that cut off. I had someone call me, so I had to answer it. Okay, so where was I? See, I got interrupted, and now I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, back to like the people in the arena. Majority of the kids from the district do not like it. Some of them don't even fight. Some of them like the arena is like depending on what it is. Majority of it, it's like either like a jungle or woods or something. They go and hide and just wait for the ones that do want to fight, kind of kill off each other, basically, you know. Or most of them who don't know survival skills die of dehydration, starvation. So majority of the people in there, and what people call kids, do not die of being killed. Majority of it is natural causes. But in the movie, they made it really dramatic, so a lot of the people were killed by other people, which is very sad. But to me, it's like, it's fiction, so it's not real. And in the book, it's like the main characters, and a lot of people find this wrong, and they don't want it to happen. And that's what the build-up of the book is, to stop it. So I don't see how people say that it's wrong, you know, to do that. And so, oh my gosh, I am just going on about this book, but the parents in the second one, because the second one series is just my favorite. So I just kind of gave you guys a little insight if you haven't heard of Hunger Games, or just so you guys will know my opinion on it, even though a lot of people hate it. I don't feel it. I feel like it's not happening in real life. It's not happening. No one in real life is being hurt. I feel like books and movies should be made to people's liking and people's interest. And I always like, you know, fiction. I like fantasy like things, you know, things that aren't real, but like could be real. So sometimes like, what's that called? It's like scientific science. No, it's called like where science fiction. That's what it's called, science fiction. So that's another book I like. Another books I like to read. So Catching Fire. I can't remember who the author is of the books. I know it's a woman, but I can't remember. I wish I put the books up here, but I didn't. So I'm sorry about that. So I may tell you guys in the description box. So if it's there, it's there. If it's not, then I forgot. So anyway, okay. So moving on to another favorite book. It's called Daphne's Book. That's the name of the title. Daphne's Book. I can't remember the name of the author of that book either. But I know I researched this author, and she normally does a lot of like ghost stories. So if you're someone who likes ghost stories, you know, maybe you could go type in Daphne's Book on Google or Bing or whatever you want to use, and you can find out the author and look up a lot of her books. But Daphne's Book was not a ghost story. It is about like teenagers. Well, they were in 7th grade, but they really acted like they were like old teenagers, like young adults, the characters. And I also like reading about like young adults and stuff, and usually young love. But this wasn't really a love story, but I did enjoy it. It was about like the main character girl is named Jessica, and she gets paired up with this girl whose name is Daphne, and they have to write a book together. That is their book report. And let's just say Jessica finds out like Daphne's lifestyle at home, and it's not like the best. It's kind of like Daphne's living with her grandmother, and her grandma's a little kooky. Her grandma like thinks her son's alive, and he's not. He died in the army. Sorry, spoiler alert. Sorry, spoiler alert. But like Jessica just finds out about Daphne's life, and she's like torn. Daphne says, "Do not tell anybody. I don't want people to know," because Daphne knows if people find out that she will be taken, that her and her sister, because Daphne has a younger sister, that will be taken away from their grandmother, and they don't want to leave their grandmother. And so Jessica, she's just torn. She doesn't know what to do. She knows there's a big dark secret about Daphne at home, and she's completely torn, and she just like, what do I do, you know? And it does have a good ending. It does have a good ending. I am happy about that. It is a good ending. So those are my favorite books, you know, Harry Potter, Catching Fire, and the series of Hunger Games, and Daphne's Book. So, and of course, you know, Harry Potter's raped by J.K. Rowling. I know that one. So moving on to the next question before this video gets too long. Okay, favorite quote. Now, My favorite quote is kind of one I kind of made because it was for an art project I had to do for art. I had to like do like a small paint sketch, and we had to like do a quote, like either from a song lyric, and I did "This is the part of me that you're never going to take away from me," from Katy Perry. I love that quote. I love that song. You know, I just love that, you know, this is the part of me that you're never going to take away from me. I feel like, you know, that it's like that no matter how much people tear you down, you are still yourself, and you're never going to take away who I am on the inside. I'm always going to be myself. And I just love that because I love people just being themselves and being happy. Like, I don't really care what people do with their lives, even if I don't agree with it, as long as people aren't being mentally or physically hurt, as long as they aren't mentally or physically hurting themselves or others. I don't feel like it should matter. And if you feel like if you see someone on the internet who's doing something that you don't agree with, and they live in another state, and you feel like your life is being affected by that, I mean, I suggest go talking to someone about it. Go talk to some professional, like a psychiatrist or therapist, and find out why, because people in other states shouldn't affect. Like, I don't care what people do, you know, what people do out in California, or what people do, like all these reality shows like Jersey Shore or whatever. I don't care what they do with their lives. I don't care. I mean, there are some reality shows I do watch, but I'm picky. Like, I do like Breaking Amish or Return to Amish and Team Home. There's just specific reality shows I like watching because I like watching a little dramatic ones, just so I feel like as my life ain't that messed up, so I should be happy with who I am. But, you know, like, maybe I shouldn't mention Jersey Shore because it is a reality show, but like with celebrities, I feel like they're here to entertain us in a way. I don't care what they do on their personal life. I don't care. I don't care. Ooh, if they were caught, you know, not looking pretty going to a donut shop. I don't care. I don't care. Like, you know, I don't care. As long as people are themselves. That's why I love that quote. This is the part of me that you're never going to take away from me. I just feel that is so beautiful, you know, just be yourself and don't care what anyone else thinks, because they can't take that away from you. They can't take who you are on the inside. They can't take that away. That's the part they can't take away from you. So, moving on. English or math? Definitely math. I hate English. I literally just hate English because I can't spell anything. Like a third grader. Like, you could, like, give me a third grade test, and, like, with me, the third grader would beat me at spelling bee. A third grader would beat me. That's how bad I am at spelling. So I was always better at math because math is universal. There's one answer, depending on like what kind of math you're doing, depending on how you're solving the problem. If you're instructed to do it this way, there's one answer for it. I think maybe like way complicated math, there might be more than one answer for certain situations, but for a specific situation, like 2 plus 2 is 4. It is a fact. 2 plus 2 is never anything else. It is 4. That's why I always love math, because it is just one answer. It is absolute. There's no other answer, you know. Unlike English or spelling, you know, like, okay, this is the rule for these words. Oh, but these few words are an exception to that rule. So it's just like, it's crazy, you know. So, but math is absolute. Okay, science or art. Now, with me, I loved art growing up, but I hate being criticized for it, because I feel like people shouldn't be criticized for art, you know. Some people just aren't good at art. As long as you try, it's art to me. And to me, like, artists, you know, they have to have this feeling thing, like this deeper meaning to it, you know, to really be an artist. But, you know, to me, I don't like art being judged, because I feel like we all have different opinions, we all have different likes. so I don't feel like a teacher should judge somebody because some people may like it and some people may not. So as long as the kid actually looked like they tried, that's good. That's why I always loved art. I love growing up. And now when you with science, I like earth science and like astronomy. That's it. I'm not really into chemistry or biology. It's no. To me, with science, it has to be like earth science, and mainly focus mainly on astronomy because I love the universe. I love learning about the universe, what's out there. Because I live on Earth, so I know what's here. I kind of know how it works. I want to know how up there works. I'm also really into weather too, so I'm always want to know how it works up there. Like I'm down on Earth, I can walk around, I can figure out how things work. I want to know how things work up there. So if I had to choose between science and art, I would choose art because science, it has to be like earth science for me to like it. Name 5 albums or music artists that changed your life. Now, I love Green Day. Green Day, they just just tell the truth. They just tell the truth, and they just get in deep meanings of things, and I just love that. I also love Simple Plan and American Rejects. They helped me through. I was in a kind of a very dark time when I was in middle school, and they kind of helped me get through it. Of with Simple Plan with one of their songs called Shut Up. I just liked that because it was just like people were hating on you, and I really wish I could just tell people to shut up, because I hated people hating on me. So they really helped me get through that. So that's 3 Green Day. Katy Perry's another one. I loved all her music. That is rare. That is rare. Where I love almost all her songs. That is rare. Rare occasion. Rare occasion. And a 5th one. That's really changed my life. I can't think of one right now, but I got 4, which is pretty good because, I'm all over the place with music. Like, I don't really care who the artist is normally. As long as I like the song, I don't care who the artist is. I don't care what they do. I like it. So, okay. Favorite or least favorite subject in school? Well, I talked about how I hate English, so that's my least favorite subject in school. My favorite subject in school was always math or art or science. If it was earth science, I was loving it. If it wasn't earth science, then I was like, I don't like this. Mainly like art and math was always my favorite subject in school. Some years I didn't have art, so it would always be math. So, and those were my always favorite subjects in school. Favorite celebrity with the brain. See, I don't really know how to answer that because, like I said earlier, I don't care what celebrities do. So, I don't really pay attention to celebrities. Like, I feel artists are there to entertain us. Like, music artists are there to entertain us and change this with our music and not like their past area. And same with actors. I feel like they're there to do what they love to do, and that is to act and entertain. So, I don't care what they do in their personal life. I don't care. Okay. If you could study anything anywhere, what would it be? Well, of course, I would study art. Art, like any type of art, like painting, drawing, claymation, whatever it's called, sculpturing, fashion. I would, like, for fashion, I would probably want to go to New York or London. And I would probably want to go to Rome for art. So one of those was like New York, London, or Rome, basically. What is your nerdy little secret? See, I don't really know how to answer that one. My nerdy little secret, Like, what kind of, like, I mean, I don't know if, like, nerds, I used to bite on my pencil on the the back of the pencil on the eraser when I was a kid. I used to do that. If that's what nerd did, I guess that would be it. I used to bite the pencil. Okay. Favorite beauty gurus who admire for more than their beauty. Graveyard Girl, also known as Bunny here on YouTube. She is amazing. She is completely herself, and I feel like she just opens the world for all those kids that they're just different and quirky and weird, and it's not accepted. And like she brings it. That's why I love YouTube. You can just find a community of people that are like you and like will understand of who you are and accept you for who you are. Because when you're in school, you're stuck with the same people every day. And if you're different than everybody else, then you're an outsider, or they tease you or pick on you or bully you. And it just sucks. But like, you know, once you leave high school, then you never have to see them again. And I just love YouTube. I love that I found it, because I found people that there were quirky things about me, that there's other people that like the same thing. So I'm like, oh, I'm not alone. There are other people out there. So Graveyard Girl is one of them, aka Bunny. Pink Sparkles, love Pink Sparkles. I just recently found her a few months ago, and I am in love with Pink Sparkles. Who else? Amanda14309. Love her, you know, she's just completely girly, completely cutesy. People think, oh, she likes little kids things, she likes baby things, and she don't care. That she likes My Little Pony, and that's it. That's what she likes, and I am completely fine with that. Okay, and Missy Von Monroe, which is one of Amanda's friends. I love her. I feel like I can most connect with Missy and Pink Sparkles, because Pink Sparkle's kind of girly and cute and bubbly, and Missy has like this kind of edgy point to her, and I have that. You don't see it very much, you know. Every once in a while that part of me will come out, because I am kind of very restricted on it, because the family area where I am in right now does not like it. So but I can be it when I'm away from them. And so I just love her, because she just has this edginess to it. And I always admired that when people have this edginess, or this kind of spunk to them. Or the like kind of grunge like style. I always admired that. I always admired that style. I don't know why. Is that weird? So that, and okay, so I said Graveyard Girl, Pink Sparkles, Amanda, and Missy Von Monroe. Okay, who is a fifth one? Fifth one. What else do I watch? Okay, I know this girl I watch. It's Alicia. I know her name's Alicia on YouTube, and I think like she's Mac Baby or something. I know she has like a channel, like 2 channels, but like her name like isn't the same on every social media, so I can't always remember. I just know her name is Alicia, and I love her, because I watch her a lot. And why do I love her? I'm just going, I love her, and I can't think of a reason why. I guess I just do. I just love her. I just do, and I love her sister too. So okay, moving on. The next one. If your channel couldn't focus on beauty or fashion, what would it be? Well, my channel doesn't really focus on beauty or fashion. That's just kind of like a bonus. My channel, like if I couldn't have like any beauty or fashion, my channel would be mainly on focusing people, focus on helping people, which I am going to have some videos coming up about my school's experiences. I'm going to make a video about my experience in elementary school, middle school, and high school. And well, there's going to be like 3 for high school. There's going to be like my first day, and like my high school experience in my senior year, because my senior year, like, something very tragic happened, and so it's just kind of like a separate video in its own, because it was like really different than the rest of my high school year. And so I'm gonna be making videos helping about that. I'm gonna probably try to make like a kind of like advice on studying tips that helped me. It may not help you, but it might, you know, you might be like me and it will help you. So that's what I want my channel focused on mainly, is how we put. I know I haven't been doing many of those videos because I didn't really have ideas. It's like, how can I help people? I want to help people, but how can I do that? But I'm getting ideas, so I'm working on it. You know, I'm just starting out. This is when I'm just starting out, so that's what my channel will focus on, is helping people. Okay, name something that you're obsessed with that others would find strange or geeky. I was obsessed with rocks when I was a kid. I was obsessed with rocks. and I would go digging in the dirt. Or people like had those rock patios, I would go digging in their rocks and want to find some and take them. And some people didn't like me doing that because they considered me stealing their rocks. And I'm like, I just want these free rocks. They're just so pretty. Can I please have them? Yeah, I would go take rocks from people. That was probably the strangest thing I ever did. I was just a rock collector. I did. And I have less misplaced my rock collection because when I was in my room here and I had to move everything downstairs, things just got lost and I have no idea where my rock collection went. And I am very sad because I did have some nice polished rocks. I did have some geodes that were given to me by family members, and so that's what I got. Okay. Last thing. Name 5 people excluding family and friends that inspire you and inspire me. Those 5 people I named earlier for YouTube, Graveyard Girl, definitely inspired me. She's like the first YouTuber, like kind of guru, like individual YouTuber that I found. Like the first YouTubers I probably subscribed to other than like music people, other than music artists, was the Vine Bros. And I randomly I heard of this store Forever 21 and I just want to check it out. And I just randomly typed it into YouTube one day because I was bored. Didn't know what to do. And I found Graveyard Girls that she did probably like 2 years ago of a rant she did on Forever 21 of an experience she had there. And I don't know why. It took me a few months, but I kept going back to that video and watching it because Bunny just like had something to her. I just wanted to keep watching, and I watched some of her other videos, some of her paranormal, and it got me in from her beauty videos and unboxing of shoes, and she just got me interested. And other people I mainly found just by suggestions in the suggested area. That's how I found Amanda in the suggestion area. I knew Missy, through Amanda. That's how I found her. Alicia was through the suggestion box. Pink Sparkles was in, Pink Sparkles I heard through some YouTuber. I think it was Amanda. I think it was Amanda who talked about Pink Sparkles. I also watched Niga Higa too. Niga Higa. He's kind of entertainment, he's kind of entertainment. Maybe he did. I can't remember. So, but mainly those 5 people, Graveyard Girl, Bunny, Pink Sparkles, Amanda, Missy Monroe, and Alicia. They all inspire me. And whenever I watch YouTube, it always makes me want to watch YouTube. So now this video has been really long, and I also cut it off because I got a call, and it says 22 minutes on this one. And it was probably like 5-6 minutes in the other one. So I'm going to end this here so you can like this video if you want, and you can go hit that subscribe button, and so you know when I have a next video. And you can go follow me on Twitter and Instagram, same way it's put in there. And I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!